Good morning, everyone. Respected Professor S.V. Kotar Reddy, Vice Chancellor, VITAP University, Professor Jagadish Sri Mudigandi, Registrar, VITAP University, Professor C.H. Subramaniam from IIT Hyderabad, Professor Srinivas, Dean School of Advanced Sciences, VITAP University, Professor T. Palaniselvam from IIT Madras, Professor S. Kalimuthu from Gandhigram Rural Institute, Professor M.V. Rajnikant, Associate Dean School of Advanced Sciences, VITAP, Dr. Ila Ramakant, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, VITAP, conveners of the conference Dr. S. Muthuprabhu and Dr. Sachil Sharma, external participants, colleagues, scholars and my dear students. I, Dr. Sandhya Sadanandan, take this privilege to invite you all to the inaugural ceremony of International Conference on Next Generation Sustainable Materials for Water and Energy Solutions, Swati 2024. Swati 2024 is sponsored by CSIR and RSC and happening in association with Yonsei University, South Korea, Hanyang University, South Korea and Tohoku University, Japan. To start the session, may I invite Professor S. Srinivas to deliver the welcome address.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Kotar Reddy sir, Registrar M. Jagadish Chandra, Professor C.H. Subramaniam, Chief Guest from IIT Hyderabad, Deans and Directors of various schools, HODs of the various departments, esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, researchers, faculty and participants. Good morning to all. I am glad to say that VITAP University, in association with Hanyang University, Onsei University and Tohoku University is conducting this international conference on next generation sustainable materials for water and energy solutions. It is an honor and privilege to welcome you all to this event. Today, we gather here not just as professionals in our respective fields, but as global citizens united by a shared commitment to address some of the most pressing challenges of our time. Water and energy are twin lifelines of modern civilization, and their sustainable management is at the heart of humanity's future. As we confront the growing pressures of climate change, rapid urbanization and resource depletion, the need for innovative, scalable and sustainable solutions is more urgent. This conference stands as a testament to our collaborative or collective determination to explore the transformative potential of advanced materials in addressing these challenges. From materials that enable clean energy, storage and generation, to those that provide safe and sustainable water solutions, the possibilities before us are as vast as they are inspiring. In the realm of energy, next generation materials have the potential to redefine how we capture, store and utilize power. Breakthroughs in battery technology, lightweight composites for wind turbines, solar cells with unprecedented efficiency are just some of the avenues where science and innovation are converging to create a brighter, cleaner energy future. Similarly, in water sustainability, advanced membranes, nanomaterials and bio-inspired technologies are revolutionizing desalination, water purification and resource recovery. These innovations are not just solving technical challenges, they are saving lives, empowering communities and restoring ecosystems. This conference brings together brilliant minds from academia, industry and policy making to share insights, exchange ideas and foster collaborations that will diverge progress in these critical areas. It is through interdisciplinary and international cooperation that we can create solutions that are not only scientifically robust, but also economically viable and socially inclusive. Let us take this opportunity to recognize the responsibility that comes with our work. As we innovate, we must ensure that our solutions are equitable and accessible, leaving no community behind. Sustainability is not just about technology, it is about empathy, equity, and unwavering commitment to a better future to all. Over the next 2 days, we will hear from thought leaders who are shaping the future of sustainable materials. We will delve into the groundbreaking research, explore emerging technologies, and engage in conversations that spark new ideas and partnerships. Let this conference be a platform where knowledge transcends boundaries and solutions are born. In conclusion, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers, sponsors, and every participant who has made this event possible. Your presence here signifies your dedication to creating a sustainable future. Together, let us seize this opportunity to push the boundaries of what is possible and pave the way for a world that thrives in harmony with nature. It is not out of the place to mention that CSIR India, RSC Local Section Deccan, Sridevi Enterprises, and Delta Scientific Company are sponsoring some of the events related to this conference. I think there are about 110 abstracts for presentation, and about 125 participants have registered. With that, I officially declare the International Conference on Next Generation Sustainable Materials for Water and Energy Solutions open. Let us embark on this journey of innovation, collaboration, and hope. Thank you, and I wish you all a success and inspiring conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Srinivas. Next, we have the lighting the lamp ceremony. I now request all the dignitaries on the dais to lighten the lamp and symbolically inaugurate this conference. As the lamp is lit, may its radiance touch each one of you, kindling in the immortal flame of knowledge and understanding. The glowing beacon signifies our resolve to dispel darkness and spread light, echoing the immortal verse, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, which means from darkness, let us to light. I express my profound gratitude to all the dignitaries for contributing to this auspicious beginning. Just as the lamp lightens up everything around it, may this event also illuminate our minds and inspire us to arise, awake, and reach our full potential. Now, I request Dr. Ilarama Khan, Head Department of Chemistry, to speak a few words about the conference.
Thank you. So, good morning everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor S.P. Kodareddy, respected Registrar Sir, Professor Jagdish Chandra Mudiganti, and respected Dean, School of Advanced Sciences, Professor Srinivas, Chief Guest, Professor Sarunju from IIT Hyderabad, and the conference organizers, particularly Muthu Prabhu and Dr. Sachin Sharma, esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, researchers and participants to both offline and online. It is an honor and privilege to welcome you all to the International Conference on Next Generation Sustainable Materials for Water and Energy Solutions, SUWATE 24, sponsored by CSIR Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Human Resource Development Group, and Royal Society of Chemistry, UK, local section Deccan, India, in association with Yonsei University, Hanyang University, South Korea, and Tohoku University, Japan. And the objective of this conference over 2024 is to unite various disciplines within chemistry, material science, and competency studies to propel advancement in the vibrant area of research. I am sure that the conference facilitates discussions and innovative approaches by examining the current foundation knowledge in chemistry to tackle the energy and environmental issues. Furthermore, the conference emphasizes on the enhancement of light matter interactions, the design and synthesis of novel materials, and the application of in situ techniques for studying chemical processes. The conference has 4 themes: materials for water and energy, chemistry for sustainable energy, water for sustainable development, theoretical methods for water and energy. The event will feature online as well as in-person invited talks by distinguished scientists around the world whose expertise aligns seamlessly with our conference agenda. I hope this conference will significantly contribute to the scientific growth and knowledge of researchers. I hope you will have good discussions, exchange of ideas, and pleasant experience during the SOVAT 24 conference, and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Leela Ramakant. May I request Dr. Jagadish Mudugandi, Registrar, VITP University, to address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the days, off the days, distinguished speakers who are joining us online, delegates, a very good morning to all of you, and welcome to the International Conference on Next Generation Sustainable Materials for Water and Energy Solutions, organized by School of Advanced Sciences, VITP University. A very nice morning to start off with brainstorming of one of the most important topics that challenge the mankind today. Sustainability, water and energy. These are all the words, key words, which is the words is grappling with, because we are now trying to run out of, the world is running so fast that we are running out of the fossil fuels and then also the natural resources. So this challenge of trying to address like how the next generations will survive will largely depend on what research is going to be carried out and what ideas that will come about and what we will develop in the near future. So with this, I think it is a very nice initiative, and also universities which have joined hands with VITP University, that is Yonsei University, Hanyang University, and Tohoku University. We are very grateful to them for joining hands in bringing about this conference, where the distinguished speakers will throw light on some of these very important topics of sustainable materials for water and energy resources solutions. And we have many young participants over here who are very eagerly taking up their research work. I think this conference will definitely prove very fruitful to them, and a domain which is definitely the most important of all for the mankind and then the world to survive. So, coming to VITP AP, we established over here just briefly about VITP University in 2017. VITP was established upon the invitation of the then government. We were given 100 acres of land to start the campus, and started with 600 students, some 40 odd research scholars in those days. And over a period of these 7.5 years, we have now grown to 17,000 students, of which approximately some 1,800 research scholars, 700 plus faculty and staff, and then 35,000 square meters of built-up area with many state-of-the-art labs and other facilities for academics and research. So this has been a very rapid growth for us, this 7.5 years, and we have been consistently been ranked as the number one emerging private university in the country. So, with all of this, there is a great mandate, because now we have grown this big, there is a great mandate for the university to also disseminate knowledge, develop new knowledge, push the boundaries of science and technology. So, with so many people flocking to this campus, and also many institutions coming around, and as per the mandate of the government, we have seriously taken up the work of conducting research and disseminating knowledge. In this process, under the leadership of Vice Chancellor Dr. S.V. Kothari, a great emphasis is being made in conducting research as well as brainstorming with the experts across the world, where we invite, we collaborate with many universities, and then we are conducting these conferences. This definitely will improve the footprint of the AITAB University, and then also will help our research scholars to contribute to the state-of-the-art research. Many facilities are also being developed in the campus in the coming years. When you would most likely be coming back and visiting us, you will be seeing that a lot of changes will be coming in. We are also going to get another 100 acres. Actually, 200 acres has been allocated to us by the government. The other 100 acres is in the process of being registered to us. It is going to be allocated. So with another 100 acres land, I think we will be getting all the latest research infrastructure coming in that particular place. So definitely we would like all our young professors, scholars to make the best use of it, and also work on such topics. Like I generally see conferences by our engineering departments where there is deep learning, machine learning, and artificial intelligence and such technologies. But you see, all of them also need to be applied to most fundamental problems such as sustainability and natural resources. Because somewhere down the lane, even though having all these technologies, we will run straight into trouble. The mankind will run into trouble, and then whoever is conducting research in these domains will definitely have an advantage, will also be able to help their own societies and then the mankind at large. So with this, I think this initiative, like I've also been involved in one of the projects of plasma heating, like for the tokamaks, and then there is an international thermonuclear experimental reactor which is being developed in Cadarache, France, wherein they want to have a clean, abundant energy, because like all our needs, we are a developing nation with 142 crores of people. So now this requires a huge amount of energy to sustain our developmental needs, our livelihood and all. So normal, conventional and other non-conventional energy sources may not suffice our future needs. So great amount of research is being conducted in that domain, and also new materials how to harness, which can be abundantly available in the nature, deuterium, tritium breeder reactors. So much of work is happening so that the fusion can be sustained, sustainable fusion reactions can be conducted in tokamak, and then we will have abundant energy. So with all of these various efforts that are going on, some people may be working on water resources. You see, nature does it so very beautifully. We can all just take inspiration from the nature, but nature takes time. Okay, so whatever we are going to use, how to recycle, how to not waste, because there is only so much available, and we exhaust that, there is nothing more there in the world to be used. Okay, so how we are going to recycle them? Nature does it quite well. We see, like maybe even if it is like recycling or like if it is generating, so it has a process, but it takes time. So what man is trying to mimic is how to speed up that, because we don't wait. We are not a very patient species. So we have to speed up that process. If you need to do some sort of a filtration, or if you need to have something coming, like nature has some things around us, like you see plants, or like you can see the very soil. It does it, but it does it in a very slow pace. it has its own filters, it has its own process, and it does quite good, very 100% nice. But if you want to mimic that, what sort of materials you need to develop, what sort of mechanisms, what is the rate at which it has to be done, all these are like great challenges that the young researchers can take, because we can't wait, our needs can't wait in that pace. So definitely it is a great challenge, and it's a beautiful domains. These are all excellent topics, like one can have a career, and then it will also be very fulfilling domains. So with this, I would like to congratulate all the sponsors, CSIR as well as the Royal Society of Chemistry local section of Deccan, and all the collaborators, all the universities who are collaborating with us. Also like to congratulate Dean School of Advanced Sciences, Associate Dean School of Advanced Sciences, and most of all, a very great thanks to Professor Subramaniam sir for accepting to be the chief guest, coming down, and then definitely he will throw light on some of these topics. We would like our young researchers to please interact with him, brainstorm, and definitely in many occasions when you will be meeting, it will be a very nice interaction. You will also be much happy, like you carry forward on your research, and then you can get ideas from him. And many eminent speakers who are present over here, please interact with them. I would also like to congratulate the convener as well as all the other faculty colleagues of the School of Advanced Sciences for bringing us all together here. Happy brainstorming. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jagadish C. Mudiganti. We feel honored to have Professor C.H. Subramaniam from IIT Hyderabad to deliver the inaugural address. So Professor C.H. Subramaniam, ranked as one of the top 2% scientists in the world by Stanford University, is from Department of Chemistry, IIT Hyderabad. So his research topics include environment, hydrogen economy, sensors, and related areas. It's my privilege to invite Professor C.H. Subramaniam to deliver the inaugural address.
Yeah, good morning to all of you, and respected Professor Jagadish and Professor Srinivas and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. To start with, I would like to congratulate VIT, especially for taking an initiative. I cannot say this is an initiative because first time I am participating in this, but the topic which is chosen here is really a timely thing. I cannot say this timely, but with simple example I can tell you. I think we all probably, many of you who came here probably would have seen there is a Krishna river flowing here, and the other side of this river I graduated, I studied, I was born and brought up here. And at one point of time there was nothing like a packaged drinking water, and we all used to take either bore water, otherwise whatever water that was available to us. But I think now I am not sure if anyone really dares to drink water as such that is available to all of you. Because at one point when Bisleri water bottle used to be a luxury kind of a thing, I think now you see everywhere we are using packaged drinking water, because somehow, like Professor Jagadish mentioned, nature loves symmetry. Okay, so we all studied this one, law of thermodynamics, third law of thermodynamics, everything is irreversible. Whatever has been done in the nature, you cannot take it back. It takes a long cycle, carbon cycle, water cycle, all these things we have studied. But when it comes to the matter of implementation, we all simply follow one principle, which is like a dilution is the solution for pollution. Because what we simply do is like we try to dilute it and we enjoy, because all of us get adopted to the conditions. Because if it is written that okay, you cannot drink water with more than, argument's sake, 0.01 ppm of some contaminant, our body has a mechanism of adopting it. You don't feel it immediately. Somehow at one point I think we will have to be admitted somewhere. So we all know that when I was a student, okay, I graduated, I studied in SRR College in Vijayawada. So that was in 96, I completed my BSc. So probably at that time when I was a school student or high school student, I studied carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere is 335 ppm. But now if you really go back today in 2024, December 19, I think the carbon dioxide concentration probably is 424 or 425 ppm. Exactly 1 year back, if you look at the story in Google, it tells you that maybe 421 ppm. That means in a year, it took so much time after industrialization to come to a point, and from there you look at the exponential increase in the concentrations. I think these things are probably like, I can quote another example. Probably the young students who are sitting here, you ask your parents that did they have air conditioner when they were going to school or at one point of time. That was kind of a luxury at one point. But now you look at that, if the temperature increases by 2 degree, 3 degree, we don't mind using an air conditioner. But in the natural scenario, in the nature aspect, natural aspect, 2 degree increase in the temperature is going to be a huge, it is going to bring a huge difference. We have already come to that point. That's also the reason why many countries, including India, committed to net zero. I think our government of India committed for net zero in 2070, whereas some other advanced countries have probably made it 2040. But I think these things cannot happen by policies. But I think policy is something which is not an easy thing to implement. I think it is something which governments can decide, but I think it's for all of us. Okay, it's an easy thing to talk about from this dais. It's an easy thing to talk about two molecules. All of us can easily talk about carbon dioxide, another one about hydrogen, but I think these two are very tough, either to produce or to handle it. Even hydrogen, which is one of the thematic topics here, I think it's not an easy thing to produce in an economical way. Hydrogen production is a very simple thing. Just take water, put 2 electrodes and you get hydrogen and oxygen. But I think this is not actually economical the way it is produced. But the green hydrogen, the way we talk, which probably has a solution or is the solution for many issues. But I think many things have to be done to bring it to a commercial level. I'm happy to see that one of the pioneers of this work, okay, so from Japan, Professor Domen is also giving an inaugural, or one of the immediate talk is going to follow from him. So it's known to all of you, like Professor Jagdish also mentioned many things, like it's easy to do something, okay, so it's easy to do something without looking at, because an irreversible reaction is something we all have studied irrespective of our domains. If the forward reaction is exothermic, the reverse reaction has to be endothermic. That means we don't want to put a lot of energy for doing the reverse reaction. So issues are known to us. Like it was mentioned that sustainability is the need of the hour. It doesn't matter. IIT Hyderabad has a department of sustainability. We have a department of climate change. Like you mentioned that, okay, so starting from AI all the way to basic science or the other way, we have faculty colleagues, it's a virtual department. There are many places like even IISc has a center, several IITs have it. Because the need is something like, okay, you cannot stop yourself. The topics like environment, energy, they don't belong to a single discipline. I think it's for everyone to worry about it. Okay, so big data, when somebody talks about it, in fact, IIT Hyderabad Chemistry has a BTech program called Industrial Chemistry. In fact, probably we are one of the, there is another IIT which has a BTech program but organized by other department. But we wanted to understand how a chemist, not confining to the laboratory or beyond that, if he really wants to contribute, what students should have the required knowledge, what knowledge he should have. We wrote to several industries. We took feedback from them and we admit through JEE Advanced. Okay, so this is one of the latest happenings in IIT Hyderabad. So like many other IITs, many organizations, everywhere people are now working on these domains. But I think the way I mentioned, there is probably a Nobel Prize reserved for water splitting through solar, because it started in 1972 by Fujishima, Professor Fujishima. But still after 50 years, I think there is no big breakthrough. I think though there are many academic advancements, but I think it is not yet reached a commercial level. The same way like the environment, from the point of air pollution, we all just adopt it, okay, we put a mask or we sit in we use actually air purifier. But I think these things are not affordable to everyone. Even as on today, how many of us can, how many, like it was mentioned, like 140 plus crore, okay, of that, how many can really use drinking water? How many have the affordability for using the pure water without putting any penny? So that means, they like this conferences, I congratulate, because first of all, it's not an easy thing to organize a conference. Not only the financial support, but one should also have the dedication. I'm very happy to see. In fact, let me tell you that we are little older compared to IIT Andhra Pradesh. We are 15 years, we completed. I don't think chemistry department IIT Hyderabad organized any great conference, okay, so of the international level. Probably I should take clue from this and we should do it, okay. So I congratulate the IIT administration for hand-holding. I think just one message, okay, one personal feeling that there are no boundaries now. Like we cannot think that this is my domain, I'm going to do this one. The materials are for everyone, and materials are the need of the hour. You starting from a simple catalytic process all the way to, say, for example, from the laboratory to industrial level. I think materials are something which is going to have the solution definitely. But this for us now to go in the right direction, and I'm sure that this conference will really enlighten all of you, those who are working in this. Probably a galaxy of speakers are here. Maybe like it was suggested, all of you please interact. Unless you ask a question, even teacher cannot become a prolific teacher. Say maybe the very first day, 15 years back or 18 years back, when I was teaching the first class, I literally used to shiver because you are handling JEE, toppers are the cream of India. But I think as you go along, teacher also gets seasoned because you handle bright students. I think everything should come from the other side. It is for you to extract from the teachers, okay? So feel free to interact and ask, because there are no marks associated with the seminars. I think feel free and interact with everyone. I'm sure that, okay, all of you, when you go out, I think probably go with some kind of an improved understanding that will really bring betterment to the society. So thank you very much for making me part of it, and wishing you all good. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for your encouraging words, Professor Subramaniam. Now I request all the dignitaries to join the pre-conference proceedings release. Now I request Dr. M. Venkat Rajnikant, Associate Dean, School of Advanced Sciences, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Honorable dignitaries on the dais, participants here and online, faculty colleagues, students and staff, good morning everyone. I'm glad to present the vote of thanks at the inaugural ceremony of the International Conference on Next Generation Sustainable Materials for Water and Energy Solutions, organized by the School of Advanced Sciences, led by the Department of Chemistry, VIT-AP University. Firstly, on behalf of the VIT-AP family, we express our sincere thanks to the chief guest of this program, Professor C.H. Subramaniam Garu of IIT Hyderabad, for gracing this inaugural ceremony, and to all the invited speakers of this conference from abroad and India for accepting our invitation. We are very grateful to our Chancellor, Sir, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, and our Vice Presidents, who always encouraged us in a progressive path with their steadfast and continuous support. We are sincerely thankful to our Vice Chancellor, Professor S.V. Kota Reddy Garu, and Registrar Professor Jagdish Mudigandi Garu for their support and encouragement at all stages of the groundwork for organizing this conference. The guidance, support and encouragement of Professor Srinivas Garu, Dean, School of Advanced Sciences, in all our efforts to date is sincerely thanked and gratefully acknowledged. On behalf of the organizing committee headed by Dr. Muthu Prabhu, Dr. Sachil Sharma and Dr. Ramakant Illa, we are very grateful to CSIR and Royal Society UK Deccan Chapter for their kind sponsorship. We greatly cherish and respect the consent of the renowned speakers who deliver talks at this conference. The meticulous planning, hard work, coordination and cooperation of all the committees for the past several months in realizing this day is a triumph for the School of Advanced Sciences. The active and timely support of SDC, CTS, social media team, assistant director email, HR departments, estates department and chief wardens of the hostels is sincerely thanked. We are very thankful to the sincere efforts of the organizing team members and research scholars, without which this conference would not be possible. We wish all the participants from all over India and abroad a great experience for these 3 days of the international conference on next generation sustainable materials for water and energy solutions. Thank you all very much once again for your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajnikant. We are extremely happy to have you all with us for this conference to experience the knowledge of next generation sustainable materials for water and energy. Wishing you all once again a knowledgeable and memorable conference experience. Thank you one and all. So with this, we conclude the inaugural ceremony of SUARTI 2024. We are starting our next session. I request Dr. Sachil Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, to chair the session.